What's up, my people? It's your girl with Tomboy Chronicles. I know it's been a while since we've spoken. A lot has been going on in my life. A lot of moving around, a lot of working, a lot of self-reflection, just a lot. But I wanted to get on here and just talk about a few things. 3 years ago today, actually, I decided that I was going to do things a little different in my life, not be as structured, not be as picky, so to speak, and I wanted to jump out on a leap of faith and open myself up in every way possible to what was out there and just have no regrets and just learn and grow from the experience. So 3 years ago I did that. Got myself in a pretty situation where you get what you ask for. When you ask for nothing at all and you ask just to be open and, you know, see what happens. And, you know, that's how I went into this situation. And I learned a lot in the past 3 years. And I learned a lot about myself. I learned a lot about others, and I learned a lot about God, and, you know, staying faithful to Him and trusting in Him to guide your steps, you know. So when we ask for certain things and, you know, He gives us what we want, whether it's what He wants for us or not. When He gives what He wants, there's a lesson in that. You have to realize who you are. I thought I was a very strong person and had no need for anyone, so me accepting people how they are came easy for me because I had no expectations. But, you know, you have to realize that you're not as strong as you think. You do need people in your life that cultivate and add value to you. They don't have to financially be in your life. They don't have to physically be around you every day, but they have to provide something. There has to be some sort of balance. And my friends and I have been talking about this a lot lately as my circle gets smaller and smaller. One person that I was seeing, he basically was like, you know, no one, you don't need anyone, so people don't feel like they have a purpose. And, you know, I sat on that for a while and I thought about it. I was like, that's not true. You know, I would say that most people that come around me feel like I have it all together. I don't need help, whatever. But the people that love and care about you, they will find a purpose in your life. My last marriage ended, but my ex-husband came into my life. And he was like, oh, yes, she can do this, and that, but I'm not going to let her do it. So it's not, and it's all in, you see people's, what their purpose is by the way they speak to you and the things that they do. You know, I love you is just a word, you know, but love is an action. So you have to watch how they move. You know, I have a lot of people, if they see me doing something that I probably shouldn't be doing, and they ask, you need some help? Of course, I'm going to say, no, I got it. But a purpose-filled person who feels like they want to add value to your life, they don't ask if you need help. They get up and they start helping. You know, so someone like me, that goes a long way. Acts of service goes a long way. Like, I may not need the help, but my body is screaming and saying, oh, yes, you do. You know, you're not going to do this every single day, you know. So that's what you have to pay attention to people. You know, when they say, oh, you don't need me, it's because they don't want you to need them. They don't want to serve a purpose in your life because you are their purpose. So realizing that and, you know, thinking about my friendships, my closest friends are the ones that don't ask for anything. You know, they call to see how I'm doing. They call and ask me if I need anything. Or we sit and talk and they hear me say something and they jump on board and say, hey, look, I remember you saying this, and this. Look what I found for you. adding value to someone's life. So all this don't need this, or women that say they don't need a man, they don't need, I can do da 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 da. That's pain speaking. Most of these women, they want someone in their life to help them out, to be there for them, to support them. Sometimes that need is just to support my dreams and my goals and my aspirations. And that goes, and support can come in so many different forms, like just providing peace in a time of chaos, you know. So yeah, because I'm getting to an age where hormones are all over the place, and ladies, you know what I'm talking about. Things like emotions you can't control. And you think about it honestly, in this part of our life, we're supposed to be, well, those that choose to be, supposed to be married in a relationship where the person understands you and understands the changes that you're going through. And that's another way that they can be needed, like helping balance that out. Like, okay, you know, it's that time of the month for her, so let me just, you know, keep it calm and steady for her, do anything I can for her to make sure that she doesn't go off the rails. Because, you know, those things are hard to control. And I don't think a lot of men understand that. Like, that hormonal imbalance. And like me, I have OCD. So it's like when I notice things are off, because I got to have everything balanced. When I notice things off, I go to my calendar and look like, hey, you know, I'm being a little off today, because, you know, I know how to keep a smile on my face and be nice and kind in almost any situations, and be quiet in situations. But when things just feel really off, I go to that calendar like, what the hell is going on? And the calendar never lies. It tells me what's going on. So like in those instances, I kind of avoid people and avoid an interaction as much as I can. I do a lot of emailing and text messaging then. But anyway, that's not the point. Point is, the past 3 years learning boundaries are important. Showing your worth is important, and that's mutual worth. So, you know, if you're in a situation where you feel like you're just giving and giving and giving and giving, and you're not getting anything in return, and again, this is not financial. This is not, you could be giving in any form. Just love and attention is a giving spirit, you know, and you have to get that in return, because you're pushing out a lot, but you're not filling it back in. And, you know, you start looking for other avenues to be fulfilled in, you know, which God should always be a part of your life anyway. So I you know, I pray a lot, and I talk to God a lot, and, you know, I get what he gives me and put it back in my heart. And I try to live true to the Bible, and, you know, love unconditionally, and, you know, I don't judge people, their lifestyles or whatever they're going through. Just be there for them and be kind. And even when people are nasty to me, I'll just come back, and I might fuss and whatever, but I'm back to, all right, you know, they had a moment, you know, I'm here. But boundaries are important, and knowing yourself and loving yourself first is so important in this world today. Like, you have to have self-love, you have to have self-respect, because you're not going to get it from anybody else if you don't have it yourself. So in 3 years time, I felt like I started to not recognize myself anymore, not holding to values that was so important to me. And when you allow that in your life, it starts changing who you are. And I started being someone that I didn't recognize. The way I talked, the things that came out of my mouth, the things that I was thinking, is like, this is not you. This is not you. You have to change your environment. You have to change your surroundings, whether that's just the people that you're around, the things that you're involved in, or where you live. So after 3 years, I've ended that. And I hope to get to be back to just loving and caring, and still grinding, still hustling, still doing what I have to do to get through this thing called life. And you don't have to do it alone. I know I don't have to do it alone. I have a great support system, and my support system of family and friends are so strong in my life right now. I don't know if they know it or not, but they provide so much for me to keep going, and they support me so much. And I thank you guys so much for taking my phone calls, showing up for me, being there just to talk, to commune, whether it's one person venting or the other. I hope I've been just a great of a friend to you as you've been to me. So just keep in mind, you know, everybody goes through their journeys, and your journey never stops. And you know, this little 3-year journey that I went on, again, I've learned, and I'm hoping that I'm growing out of it to be back to who I was before that, and just be a powerhouse from here on out, and just get things done, and in love and kindness, and just realizing who I am and whose I am, and just thank God every day that I'm able to wake up and see another day, and be blessed in that. So you guys enjoy your Sunday, as I will. I love you guys, and talk to you soon. We do have more content. I'm going to be doing a lot more Tomboy Chronicles. Just doing the things that I love, the things that make me happy. So I'll be talking about that in the weeks to come, like the things that fulfill my spirit and keeps me going and keeps me balanced. So we'll be talking about some of those things coming up. So stay tuned. Love you guys. Bye.